and communities in Kaduna State are supporting the government's quest to seek lasting solutions to the conflicts and ensure sustainable peace and unity. One of such is HAYIN-BANKI community in Kaduna North local council area, where the traditional rulers organized a peace carnival to strengthen peaceful coexistence. Lupe Asom reports.
The carnival has brought together traditional and religious leaders, Christians and Muslims from communities around HAYIN-BANKI in Kaduna. It features a cultural display, sporting activities, and a march past by a joint team of the Christian Boys Brigade and the Jamaatul Islam youths. This was organized by the traditional leaders of the community with help from a civil society organization, the Global Peace Foundation. The aim is to create an avenue for interfaith and interethnic interactions to promote unity, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence.
This is the only way that I will join both the Muslims and Christians together. That is why I decide to make this competition.
And those who participated in the last carnival will understand that this one had more attendance than what we had last time. And not only that, that's why we introduced sport into it, because sports unite people. So whatever we will do to help people unite as religious leaders, we will do it. Kaduna has suffered or has been in the news for so many bad reasons. We want to begin to see good news coming out of Kaduna, and HAYIN-BANKI is bringing out good news from Kaduna.
They believe there will be a drastic reduction in crime, ethno-religious violence, and other security challenges if peace-building activities like this are organized more often.
This competition has given the peace in this community, HAYIN-BANKI. I ask God, I need this competition. We see him next time.
We are one family under God. So I believe coming together with this function is going to help the community a lot.
Winners of various sections of the competition at the carnival get medals, while the overall best team takes home the grand trophy. Religious leaders are also charged to influence their congregants positively by emphasizing the need for tolerance. Regardless of culture, tribe or religion, we are one. And that's the message this mixed community is trying to pass across. They also strongly believe the task of uniting the people shouldn't be left to the government alone. They call on other communities to emulate their example. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested 2 pregnant women and 1 other person at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The suspects were arrested in an attempt to import and export illicit drugs through the airport in the last week. A Brazilian returnee was arrested during an inward clearance of passengers on Qatar Airways flight from Sao Paulo to Lagos. And during a thorough search of his luggage, 2 parcels of cocaine were concealed in a pair of slippers hidden in his backpack. And the operatives also intercepted some cartons of alcoholic drinks suspected to contain illicit drugs by a pregnant woman who operates an alcohol joint. A second pregnant woman was arrested while attempting to board a Turkish airline flight to Bologna with 300 tablets of high-dosage tramadol concealed in crayfish. Other arrests were made by the operatives in Kaduna, Yobe, and Plateau states. Now, residents in MPAPE area of the Federal Capital Territory have appealed to the Federal Capital Territory Administration to stop the demolition of houses and shops. They also want authorities to make alternative plans for them to go about their business. Our correspondent, Maria Mohammed, reports.
There is a growing influx of people into the FCTA to either seeking greener pastures or escaping from conflict and unrest in other parts of the country. This has brought with it ugly consequences, leading to a proliferation of urban slums in the territory. All sections of the city today have issues with unplanned and unsightly settlements from Lube to Gwarinpa. Sadly, These quarter settlements neither conform with the Abuja Master Plan nor the city's development control regulations. A major reason is that many residents approach local chiefs illegally to acquire land and build structures in a bid to have houses of their own and escape the high cost of accommodation in Abuja. Another reason is that many of those who came into Abuja with lofty dreams of making it big in business often find that it's not easy to set up in the federal capital. They often resort to setting up illegal structures to run their trade. Stella David, a food vendor, is a mother of 5 children and used to own her own mini restaurant where she sold food. She was affected by recent demolition of houses and shops carried out in MPAPE. She told us she moved to MPAPE 5 years ago when her old restaurant was demolished by the FCTA. She now appeals to the administration to give her and many others an alternative as they can't afford to buy or rent places considered appropriate.
They should leave us here. They will not see us in the town. They say we want to rent house. We don't even have money to rent house in the town, but we are managing here to live in our life. They should stop demolition. They should stop to demolish our houses, please. I'm begging them, so you can survive. Because if you demolish, there's people, plenty people that have heart attack, hypertension. If they collapse now, die, what will happen to their children?
Other victims of demolition in MPAPE also share their own experiences. They say things have been very tough for them. They also seek adequate compensation from the administration.
And where we are now, even government eye is here to come and demolish this place. Every time we continue to run, as if to say we are foreigners. We are not foreigners. We are donors of the land.
Let them help us for we to establish our business, because we are looking for money to establish another business. As in this one is not moving, we can move on to another one and all those things.
But that appeal does not hold sway with the FCTA, who instead advises residents to build in accordance with the territory's urban and regional plan to avoid altering the Abuja Master Plan. The authorities warn that it will not hesitate to bring down any illegal structure.
Abuja does not have a customary land title. So when you buy from them, you put yourself in danger. And so that when the time comes for us to remove your structure, we'll remove your structure, because the agreement you have, most times.
It's been a hard time for most Nigerians, but residents here in MPAPE want the federal government to come to their aid by reducing the rate of demolition as they have nowhere else to go. Mariam Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.